the war between Noxus and Ionia, a defining chapter in Runeterra's history. Runeterra has seen countless conflicts, from the tragic battle of the Howling Abyss to the cataclysmic Rune Wars. Yet no war is as meticulously crafted and emotionally gripping as the clash between the Noxian Empire and the First Lands of Ionia. This war stands out for its brutal realism and the profound scars it left behind. Join me as we dive into one of the most vivid chapters in the history of Runeterra, the valiant resistance of Ionia against the mighty Noxus Empire. The beginning of the conflict. Our story begins around the year 980 in the Noxian calendar, approximately 18 years before the current timeline. At this point, Noxus was under the reign of Borum Darkwill, a ruthless and greedy emperor. From his seat of power on the barren highlands in the eastern region of Valoran, he governed with an iron fist. Noxus faced a dire scarcity of resources due to its harsh environment, where farming and livestock struggled to thrive. To sustain itself, the empire relied on relentless territorial expansion, conquering one land after another. During Darkwill's reign, this aggression intensified. In just a few years, Noxus subjugated the Minotaur clans in the Accent Mountain Range, captured the coastal city of Basilic, and even extended its reach to the desert fringes of Shurima. But the Emperor's ambitions didn't end there. Obsessed with immortality and heavily influenced by the Black Rose and LeBlanc, Bahram set his sights on Ionia, a land of serene beauty and ancient magic. Ionia, the first land, Ionia was a tranquil land where humans and magical beings lived in harmony with nature's magic for thousands of years. However, this peace came with a vulnerability. Ionia had no standing army to defend itself. To Noxus, it was the perfect target. In 984, after years of preparation, the first Noxian warships landed on the Philo Isles, Ionia's western frontier. Philo was home to a vital Ionian fortress, and its people fought valiantly to defend it. But despite their courage, the sheer power of the Noxian forces overwhelmed them. After a prolonged battle, Philo fell, marking Noxus's first foothold in Ionia. The Noxians transformed the monastery there into a military base, setting the stage for a full-scale invasion of the mainland. Ionia strikes back as Noxus advanced. The Ionians, though initially underarmed, began to resist fiercely. Their warriors abandoned their long-held beliefs in balance to fight for survival. Magic became their greatest weapon, and spiritual leaders like Karma entered the battlefield despite the disapproval of the Ionian monks. Karma, wielding her extraordinary powers, destroyed a massive Noxian warship, sparking hope among her people and signaling the start of Ionia's counteroffensive. Key battles and turning points in 986, the war reached the northern islands of Ionia. Here, Ionian monks and warriors held their ground at the Hirana monastery. When Noxian forces breached the monastery's defenses, Leauge returned just in time. Drawing upon the power of the dragon spirit, he drove the invaders out, though at a great cost, his eyesight and the destruction of Hirana. Meanwhile, in the south, at the sacred Balas Temple, a trapped Darkin fused with two Ionian warriors, forming Varus. With vengeance in his heart, Varus annihilated the invading Noxian battalion and left Ionia in ruins. In Navori, a pivotal battle saw a young Irelia unleash her full potential for the first time. At just 14 years old, she defeated a Noxian general and turned the tide for her people, cementing her place as a symbol of Ionian resistance. Noxian atrocities and chemical warfare facing mounting resistance, Noxus turned to desperate and horrific measures. The mad scientist Singed, under the command of Noxian generals, unleashed chemical weapons that wiped out entire villages, including Uju. These weapons decimated Ionian forces, but also horrified the Noxians themselves. Even amidst these atrocities, Ionian warriors continued their resistance, using magic in ways that defied their natural laws to protect their homeland. The end of the war, the tide turned against Noxus as their resources dwindled. Internal turmoil within Noxus led to the infamous three-pronged revolution, where Swain, with the help of Riven and the demon Ra'awan, overthrew Darkwill. Swain then redirected Noxus's focus, withdrawing from Ionia and consolidating the empire. Despite Ionia's victory, the war left deep scars. The Ionians' belief in balance was shattered, and political strife became rampant. Meanwhile, Noxus emerged as a reformed but still ambitious empire, with lingering outposts on Ionian soil hinting at future conflicts. The war's legacy both nations were forever changed by the war. Ionia's once serene lands were marred by destruction, while Noxus's newfound stability under Swain showed a shift from mindless conquest to strategic ambition. However, the shadow of war looms once more. Both sides know that peace is fleeting, and the echoes of battle grow louder on the horizon. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover more epic stories from Runeterra's universe.